everyone, it's Michelle and welcome back to the Royal Daily Tea. I hope everyone had a lovely Easter weekend. I had a really nice Easter and a lovely birthday weekend. I was spoiled, went out to dinner, had lots of desserts, got a little bit of spending money to do some Amazon shopping. So I'll definitely be shopping my storefront for some goodies for myself. But I'm really happy to be back. I missed you guys, and boy, do we have a lot of juicy royalty to get through today. So you know what to do. Sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the Royal Daily Tea. So Sarah Ferguson last week had her final round of interviews where she was out promoting her new book, A Most Intriguing Lady, where she sat down for a television interview and also a magazine interview with The Independent, and she basically took a little bit of a swipe at Harry and Meghan. She said you can't have it both ways. If you leave the royal family, you can't expect to be invited in and have a star moment. You have to choose. You can't be in or out at the same time. Now, she never mentioned Harry and Meghan specifically, but I think we all know exactly who she was talking about. Now, the Duchess of York spoke very candidly during the interview amid the speculation whether Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will attend the King's coronation. Now, we know back in March of 2020, they stepped down as senior working royals and have gone off on their freedom flight for their financial freedom, where they have for the past 3 years thrown hand grenades at the royal family. Now, she's a very outspoken person, and being someone who was divorced from Prince Andrew, Fergie pretty much is on the outskirts of the royal circle. She's not really considered part of the royal family, even though she is the mother to Princess Eugenie and Princess Beatrice and the ex-wife of Prince Andrew. Now, we all know she makes her bread and butter by writing books and by using her title, the Duchess of York. She brings out the Diana card in connection to the king with her corgis. That's her only tie to the royal family, is her marriage, her children, and her friendship with Princess Diana. Otherwise, she really has no connection because she's not part of the inner royal circle. Much like Harry and Meghan, who are now on the outskirts of the royal family. And she basically said you can't have it both ways. You walked away from the firm and now you're throwing your toys out the pram, demanding center stage. And she's right. You can't be half in and half out. That is what Her Majesty the Queen has famously said. But yet Harry and Meghan are still demanding they get special treatment, even though they voluntarily walked away from the royal family. So I find it very interesting that Fergie herself doesn't expect to get an invitation to King Charles's coronation. She said she's planning to watch the coronation on the telly, hanging out with the Queen's corgis, and she fully supports King Charles and says he's an amazing king, and she's so happy for him and his lovely wife, Camilla. So she is very much pro-royal family, but she knows her place, that she's not in the inner sanctum of the firm. She is the ex-wife of the king's disgraced brother, so she's pretty much not going to the coronation. Now, Prince Harry is the disgraced son of the king, yet him and his wife received an invitation. So in my opinion, that was extremely gracious of King Charles to invite his son to the coronation, considering the fact that Harry has badmouthed him and the rest of the royal family for 3 years. Even Fergie knows she's out. She's not invited. But Harry and Meghan are still demanding that they're part of the spotlight, that they're in the inner sanctum, that they have an important role in the king's coronation. So another story has come out that Prince Charles is snubbing Harry and Meghan from the balcony, and of course Prince Andrew as well. Well, I would say yes and no to that story. We all know that King Charles is only having the essential, important members of the firm or the royal family on the balcony. And in my opinion, it's kind of a win-win situation for King Charles. For one, he eliminates the three negative issues, Prince Andrew, Harry, and Meghan, from being in the spotlight. And two, it highlights the essential working royals who are leading a life of service to the public. And that, in my opinion, is a great move by King Charles. And by saying only essential working royals, it kind of alleviates Harry and Meghan having an argument as to why they should appear on the balcony. So are Harry and Meghan playing a very dangerous game of chicken with the royal family by refusing to let everyone know if they are attending the royal coronation? As of now, their spokesperson has said, quote, they're still not sure. Yep, they haven't quite made up their mind yet. If they're going to go to Chuck E. Cheese and celebrate Archie's birthday, where he's going to cut a ribbon as Prince Archie, or if they're actually going to attend his father's coronation. They're going to let everyone know eventually. So Harry and Meghan are clearly giving a big F-U to the royal family, and they're enjoying this moment of upstaging King Charles' daddy's coronation. It's all about Harry and Meghan, whether they're going to attend or if they're not going to attend. Will they? Won't they? Will they be on the balcony? Won't they be on the balcony? Will they be sitting behind the candlestick? We don't know. But in my opinion, they're playing a very dangerous game where their egos are getting the best of them. Because we all know Harry and Meghan have to resort to these type of tactics to stay relevant in the news. The real royals are out doing royal work and patronages and charity, but Harry and Meghan, the only time they have anything positive about themselves in the press is when they put out their fake PR fluff pieces. But everything else is about Harry and Meghan trying to upstage King Charles's coronation. But in my opinion, this is very dangerous. It's making them look unstable, unprofessional, and quite frankly, could blow up in their face. Now, in my opinion, this is really not a good look for Harry and Meghan. It is making them look more and more unprofessional, unstable, unreliable, and quite frankly, brattish. You know, these two people constantly complaining, throwing their toys out of the pram, wanting to be the center of attention while they walk away and do absolutely no work for the royal family. Now, in my opinion, if Harry and Meghan do not attend the coronation, they are pretty much dead in the water when it comes to their brand and their bankability. The only thing that Harry and Meghan have going for them is their attachment and their connection to the royal family. This is from the couple who walked away from the royal family 3 years ago for Megxit, but refused to give up their royal titles, and yet just recently gave their children Archie and Lily the Prince and Princess title. Now, in my opinion, it would be really idiotic to have invoked the right to give your children a royal title and then to skip the actual event that makes their title relevant. When King Charles became the king upon the death of his mother, the late Queen Elizabeth II, that automatically made Archie and Lily a prince or princess. So in my opinion, by them skipping the coronation, that makes 0 sense, because the coronation is the official crowning of Charles becoming king. It makes it 100% official. It is the ceremonial event. So why would you give your children a prince and princess title and then not go to the actual coronation? It makes 0 sense. In my opinion, it also lessens his chance of winning his lawsuit against the Home Office for security. You know, he came and went really quickly last month for that lawsuit against the Associated Newspapers in a taxi cab. He had security with him, but I do not believe it was the Metropolitan Police. He kind of came in for a surprise shock visit, which proves the point. He doesn't need top-level security, even though he is suing for his right for top-level security. So if he doesn't attend the coronation, and if Meghan doesn't attend the coronation, in my opinion, they are pretty much fast-tracking themselves into obscurity. Remember, look at Uncle Andy. That's your future. Look at him way out there in yonder. Okay, that's your future, son. Obscurity. So by keeping his connection to the royals, he keeps himself in the headlines and he keeps himself relevant. But here's the interesting part. I'm not sure if Meghan is going to attend, because we all know that Meghan likes to wind Harry up, her little flying monkey, and has him going out and burning all of his family bridges. It's not Meghan, it's Harry, right? She has him destroying all of his relationships, and she's playing Ariel. Oh, it's not me. I'm the victim. It's Harry. Harry's the one who wrote the book. Harry's the one who said all the things, not me, not little old Meghan, right? Meghan Clean Hands Markle. Oh, it's not me. But the issue is Harry and Meghan have not been face-to-face with his family since the Queen's funeral in September of 2022. However, a lot of stuff has hit the fan since then. We had his book Spare came out in January of this year, and the docu-series where they talked about Camilla selling secrets and how the royal family didn't protect Meghan came out in November of 2022. So they haven't faced the royal family, and a lot of stuff has come out since. So it's going to be extremely awkward and extremely tense. And we all know Meghan is a coward. She likes to throw the stones, but she doesn't like to face the music. If you watch the body language of how all four of them did the walkabout around the time of Queen Elizabeth II's funeral, and how awkward and meek and scared Meghan looked of Catherine, how you could tell she was like, oh, better not step out of place. That was after they did the Oprah Winfrey interview about a year before. But since then, a lot more stuff has come out. So you can just imagine the icy cold shoulder they are going to receive. So I don't think Meghan is the type of person who's going to face the music. However, I believe Harry might go by himself. But then again, Meghan is a woman who doesn't want Harry to get too far without her. So in my opinion, we could hear any day that Harry and Meghan will attend the coronation. I really do not see them turning it down, because if they turn it down, I believe that's going to be one of the biggest mistakes for their brand, because it's going to tell the entire world we are completely out of the royal family. And if they don't attend the coronation, I also believe it's going to light a fire on Parliament to remove their titles. But as long as they have a string connection to his daddy, a string connection to the royal family, they can still hang on for dear life for any kind of royal connection. And of course, their children now have those titles. But if they don't go to the coronation, I honestly feel like it's going to be the beginning of the end for the gravy train for Harry and Meghan. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Do you think Harry and Meghan are going to last minute throw their RSVP to the King's coronation? Leave me your comments, guys, down below. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, guys.